Morning team. Just cracking up because I'm doing it inside today. I could have done it outside. I wasn't sure about the weather and it's turned out pretty good today, but for one of the exercises I personally need a wall, so this is the only space. And anyway, Mum was in cleaning up my mouldy cups that I tend to leave around, and she tried to get over the bed and got her foot stuck. I'm like, don't touch the camera, and she's like, oh. Anyway, funny times. Okay, so we're gonna go in a few minutes. Remember to pop on and say hello when you come on. I know who you are. There's one person. So today is a little bit of a different setup to normal. I sort of said that I was going to do a HIIT class today, but I was thinking about it, and as much as I love HIIT, sometimes I don't always feel like doing a full-on 30 minutes of HIIT. So what I've done is I've called it a Tabata sandwich. So we are going to have 2 HIIT rounds. One is, good morning Monique, how are you feeling? So one is, what was I saying, Tabata sandwich. So we're going to start off with a full-on traditional Tabata round, which is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 times. And we are going to stick with one exercise. I'll give you a prize. Well, I won't actually give you a prize, but no hard guesses. Hello Stella! No hard guesses as to what the first move is going to be. And then we're going to move into it's still going to be based off of time, but it's going to focus on strengthening and activating the smaller muscles that sometimes get forgotten about. So I'll take you through them. And then we're going to finish off with another round of Tabata. So the first round of Tabata we're going to start with is burpees, and then we're going to go into our strengthening rounds, and then we're going to finish with 8 rounds of mountain climbers. So really important, if you have any injuries today, that you listen to your body, particularly if you have any shoulder injury. Just make sure when you're doing your burpees that you're listening to your body. I can show you, I'll show you a variation for burpees so that you're not pushing up all the way through, and that should help with any upper back issues. So, alright, it is 9:31. We've got 2 people on so far. So, what was I going to say? So the workout is 30 minutes. It's a little bit over 30 minutes, but I have included 2.5 minutes of a warm up and a cool down. I might go longer for the cool down, but if you guys need to jump off at any stage, just feel free to do so. So we are going to get started. I will take you through the moves now. So I know you guys know what a burpee is, but I'm going to demonstrate it for the people who haven't watched a circuit with me before. So for burpees, I'm still cold, so I'm going to keep this on. Hey Vanessa! So for burpees, I like to do chest to floor burpees. So how that looks is you're going to put your hands on the floor. That is not a chest to floor burpee, I just limited space. Okay, so hands on the floor. You're going to jump out, you're going to let yourself come down to the floor, you're going to push up, and you're going to stand back up. From here, the variations to make it harder, once you get to the top, you can add in a jump at the top. Otherwise, to make it easier, and if you have any upper back issues, what you can do is you can simply put your hands on the floor, you can step out, out, in, stand up. So if you're a beginner, that's a really good way to build up the strength to a full burpee. If you have any of the upper back twinges as well, it's a good way to take the pressure off when you're pushing up through. The other option you can do is, if that's not hard enough for you, you can put your hands down on the floor, and instead of coming down, just do a jump out and a jump in and a stand up. So out, in. I can tell that this mat is going to slip, so I might have to get rid of it. So that is the first round. So we're doing a Tabata sandwich. So the first round is literally burpees for 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And then we're going to move into our strengthening portion of the workout. So we're going to start with frogs. So these are quite long rounds. So we're going to do frogs for 1 minute. Okay, so we're going to come into your frog position. Your legs are as wide as they need to be comfortable for you. Okay, so it all depends on the anatomy of our hips as to how wide our feet need to go. So for me, I need to be quite wide. So you're going to put your elbows right on the inside of your knees to help keep them pushing forward. You're going to come down into a low squat, and then you're going to lift your bum up, letting your head come down. So I like to think of it like a teapot. So you're here and you're going to pour the pot out, and this is my spout. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the front. From the side, you're here, elbows in between your knees, you're going to be down, you're going to lift up and down. Okay, so those are your frogs. Then we're going to go, and this is where you need your, I hope you guys grabbed your toilet paper rolls. If you have a wall, I recommend doing it against a wall, but I will show you how to do it without a wall as well. So you're coming to sitting. You're going to put your feet out in front of you. You're going to put your toilet paper on either side, probably about here, midway of your calves. From here, you're going to make sure your bum and your back is completely flat against the wall. You're going to keep your feet, your toes pointing to your head. You're going to lift up. You're going to go over and down, and up, over and down. So, and then we're going to swap. Try not to move your bottom too much when you're on the floor. If these are too high, you can feel free to take them away. You could get something very small if you needed that visual feedback, or you can just lift and go down. All right, so we're really targeting our hip flexors in this movement. If we move away from the wall, it's okay, but what I find is that because I don't quite have the strength yet, if you notice when I sit here and I do it, you'll see that my pelvis and my back, like I start doing this to try and help lift my leg off. So that's why it's just really good to have the physical feedback from the wall to help target your hip flexors. Okay, so that's the second move. Then we're going to go into glute kickbacks. So for this position, we're coming into tabletop to start. We are going to engage our abdominal muscles by removing the arch in our lower back. So we're going to push up, pulling in our belly to the spine. From here, I want you guys to kick back. Okay, now notice here, I'm not lifting all the way up and creating a huge arch in my back. I'm just coming here and lifting out. So I'm in a straight line, and then I'm going to come in and tap and out. So when I'm in this top position, I'm really thinking of squeezing this butt cheek, okay, to get the activation in there. And then we're going to swap sides. The next move we're going to go into push-ups, but it's not just your standard push-ups. So there are a couple of options for this. The top move, we're going to go into a push-up, sort of like a negative, but we're going to do a full push-up, okay? So really, we're going to be in our push-up position. We're going to lock in our abdominal muscles, getting rid of that lower arch in our back, squeezing our glutes. We are going to come down, but we're going to do it really slow, okay? And then we're going to push back up. If you cannot do a full push-up like this, what I want you to do is lie down on the ground to get your position. This is where I want your hands to be. I want you to put your arms out in front, straight line, draw them back so that your hands are underneath your shoulders. Now get up any way you can, but maintain that position. Now all I want you to do is the negative portion of it. So I want you to come down really slow. If you get to here and you fall, that's okay. Just don't hurt yourself. And then to get back up, you can come back from a kneeling push-up and then back up. So down, nice and slow, and then kneeling push-up to get back up. If you struggle with the kneeling portion of it, your other option is just to come down nice and slow and then get up, I don't know, any way that you can to get back up into that push-up position. So that's that move. And then we're going to go into dead bugs. So today's workout is really focusing on activation, okay? What I'm finding is as we go through, as we get fitter and we get used to doing more workouts, sometimes we can end up getting a bit lazy and sort of not thinking about what our body is doing, and it just means that we're not utilizing the move as best we can and activating the muscles as well as we can. So to get into your dead bug, the top move for this one is you're going to start. So if you feel here, starting on your back, if you feel here, and if you have a large arch, what I want you to think about is rotating your pelvis in towards your head so that you have now completely flattened your spine. In this position, try not to push up too much through your feet. I really want the motion to come from your pelvis, okay? So that means that your abs are sort of drawing in your pelvis. From here, I am going to lift up one leg at a time to get into position. So one, keeping my spine completely flat on the ground. If you have done this part of the move correctly, holding this position should feel hard, okay? So the top move is your arms are up in the air. You're going to extend, maintaining your spine completely flat on the floor. Opposite arm and opposite leg. We're going to do this nice and slow, okay? That's the top progression. For a slightly easier version, if you're finding you are losing your spine contact with the floor while you're extending your leg fully, I want you to just do the heel tap version but keep the arms in. So you're up here, and instead of extending your leg straight out, you are going to just tap your heel, keeping your leg bent 90 degrees. So it basically means that you haven't got as much resistance from the extra lever weight of your extended leg. If that is too hard with the arms, then you're just going to come into your heel tap. So it's removing the arms, it's the same thing. So making sure, the most important thing, you're squeezing these muscles right on the inside of your pelvis and you're maintaining your lower back connection to the ground. So that is the dead bugs, and then we're going to go into side planks. We're almost there, I promise. So side planks, couple of options here. Top move, you are going to place your forearm on the ground. You're going to make sure your body is in line. I'm going to squeeze my legs, squeeze everything, and I'm going to lift up. So what I want you to be aware of is when we're in this position that you're not rolling forward, you're not tipping back, and you are, I'm going to have to change mats, you are completely pressing out of your shoulder joint, so you're not collapsing down. It's a subtle movement to push up and extend out. From here, if you're really strong already and you can maintain this position, you can go ahead and lift your leg and your arm and you can hold. I guarantee though that your side muscles are going to be sore from those other ones. If this move is too much, what you can do is you can bend your lower leg, okay? So we're doing exactly the same thing, making sure everything's in line, and we're going to come up, and now we're shortening that range. So I want you to think about squeezing your side oblique muscles to maintain this, still pushing out of your shoulder joint to get up. So that is the strength component. Then we're going to finish with mountain climbers. So this is the second part of the sandwich. So we are up in high plank position. We are engaging our abdominal muscles and we're just going to run it out. I can feel my leg twinging. So go for speed if you can. It's only 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. If you find the mountain climbers are too hard, you can simply come in and walk it out, tap your feet. So really focusing on squeezing to get your leg up and tapping, okay? So that's it. So, hi, boy, we are going to move into our warm-up and then we're going to get started. Any questions? Everybody good? Okay, so let me get my timer set up. I know I spend a lot of time talking through the moves, but I've noticed since I've been doing the lives and I'm not there with you guys to help correct form, that there have been more twinges and niggles coming from the classes. So I really want to emphasize how important it is to have correct form so that we protect our bodies and don't get injured. Okay, so we're going to get started with a warm-up. So we do have some wrist action just with the burpees and the mountain climbers. So we're going to start with our wrist figure eights. So we can come down for this one onto our knees. Elbows together. So we're going to make big, wide, slow figure eights with our wrists. Just warming them up, getting prepped for the action. There are 2 points where we will have, I think it's a 30-second rest before we move on to the next moves, and that is after the first Tabata round, first set of burpees. Let's shake them out, and then after our strength, okay? Everything else is sort of 10 seconds to switch. So placing our hands down in front of us, we're going to come up. We're going to gently lean forward into our wrists. Remember, we're doing this during lockdown, so if you see my son or hear my family, that is why. Good, so gently roll in, making sure the insides of your elbows are facing the front. No pain, just gentle stretching, asking your wrists to get ready for the action ahead. Okay? Good, shake it out. Turning the backs of your palms onto the ground. So we're going to lean back into our wrists this way. So when you're leaning back, this is when you should feel the stretch. So for me today, my wrists are pretty tight, so I'm quite far underneath me. If you have good wrists, you can come out a bit further and you can lean back. Make sure that your palms don't lift up off the ground. Good. Keep going. Good. Standing up. We're going to come into arm swing. So, arm crosses. Opening up your back nice and wide. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to do a couple of down dogs into wide lunges. Down dog. Step your foot out wide. Just going to pause my timer. You guys go ahead and do that. Keep going with the down dogs into wide lunges. I want to make sure that we have enough time to get warm before we hit those burpees. Definitely going to have to take my mat away because it was way too slippery. Good. So when you're pushing back into your downwards facing dog, remember, lift your hips high, push through the ground with your hands to get your chest as close to the ground as you can. A few more. Let's go 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Getting ready for our first Tabata piece of bread. Just going to move that. Alright, so we're starting with burpees. Remember, in this one, just reading that. Good. In this round, for the first couple of sets of burpees, just take it nice and slow, okay? Because we're still warming up. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to try and do this as lightly as I can. I still have people sleeping downstairs, which is why I'm doing it with no shoes on. Keep it going. We got 13 seconds. 10, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We get a 10-second rest, and we're sticking with burpees. 3, 2, 1. Go. So now Our bodies are starting to get a bit warm. This is our second round of burpees. Feel free to go a little bit faster if you can. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Man, my body's hurting today. So we're heading into our third round of burpees. 3, 2, 1. Go. Trying to keep it light. Not really successful. I'm not really a light person. 5 seconds. Sorry, it was a 10. 3 seconds. Good. Rest. We are halfway through our burpees on this. After this next set. 3, 2, 1. Go. So this is pure Tabata. There's lots of research that's been done on it. You guys should check it out if you're interested. 3 seconds. Rest. So, heading into set number 5 of our burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. So we're over halfway now of our burpees. First Tabata sandwich. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Man, that gets heart rate up. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go. So there's a difference when we do circuit. We're changing our moves each time. When we're forced to stick with the same move, it puts more fatigue on our muscles. Rest. We have 2 more rounds of burpees. 3, 2, 1. Go. Not looking forward to those mountain climbers at the end. 10 seconds. 8 rounds of mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1 more. Come on. Up. Rest. Final set of burpees. Oh, thank goodness. 3, 2, 1. Go. Final set, team. Come on. Up. Up. Make it fast. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up. We are done with our burpees. We're going to move into our strength component. So, grab your toilet paper if you need it. First one, go in 15 seconds, we're starting with frogs. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Into your frog position. We got one, my legs aren't working, 1 minute here. Lifting up your bum, nice and high. So, this isn't as taxing on our cardiovascular system as the burpees were, but it really helps with our muscular endurance of our legs. So, if you start burning, there's good. Mine's burning already. We are 25 seconds down. We've got 25 seconds left. Make sure you're extending up all the way. You can make this as fast or as slow as you like. Just work through it. 10 seconds. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Shake it out. Getting ready for your toilet paper move. So up against the wall if you have one. Place them here. Go. We've got 30 seconds. See, even here, my hip flexors are really weak. So, this is hard. Gotta do it. Hey. Keep it going, team. My heart rate is still coming down from those burpees. Man, can't get my leg up, over. If you need to take those toilet rolls out, just do it. Blooming heck. Anybody else feel their hip flexors? Oh. Make it controlled. Up. So where's that left one? 10 seconds. We get 10-second rest to move into our next move, which is glute kickbacks. Good. Switch. Can you set up for your glute kickbacks? I'm going to grab my pink mat. One, go. So here we are kicking back, not overextending, overarching, I mean in, back. So we are staying on this side for the whole 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides and move on to our left. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switching sides. 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Kick it back. Bring it in. Keep your toes pointing to the ground. When you are pulling back, think about squeezing that cheek that is doing all the work. 10 seconds. After this, we're moving into leg abductions. I didn't show you guys that one. 3, 2, 1. Leg abductions on your side. Get comfortable. Place your legs, toes forwards a little bit. Point your toes to the ground. Squeeze your abdominal muscles and raise your leg. Make sure you're not leaning back. You're not leaning forward. You are all in a line. Those toes are pointing to the ground. Again, we're getting those glute medius muscles here. We've got 10 seconds and then we've got 10 seconds to switch sides. Make sure the only movement is coming from your hip. Switch sides. Good smell. Oh. Okay, get comfortable, legs forward, squeezing your abs in, pointing your toes to the floor, lifting up. So today we're doing quite a lot of activation work for our glutes. All right, it can be really common, not for our glutes not to fire, because that would mean that they're not working, but just meaning that they're not activating as they should, all right? And other muscles are kind of taking over or helping a bit too much. 4 seconds. 2, 1, switch. Moving into push-up negatives. So we got 1 minute. Choose your variation. You are either so you're either just doing the negative. Remember your hand position underneath your shoulder, and then you're getting up however you can, or you're doing your negative and then you're pushing up on your knees, or you're doing your negative and you're doing a full push-up. Okay, remember to do it really slowly down, up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up. If that is too hard, you can do the negative. 2, 3, 4 on your knees. Just make sure your hands are in the right position. Push up. Even this is hard. We've got 10 seconds. Up. 1 more. 3, 4. Push. Good. On our backs, dead bugs. Choose your variation. Full one. If your back arches, heel taps with the arms. Go. So remember, remember, activate first before even beginning it. So, full. Okay, legs extended, arms out. Halves. So we've got dead bugs with heel taps. Same thing, but not extending our legs. Or heel taps. I want you to think about squeezing those lower ab muscles right on the inside of your pelvis the whole time. Your back does not arch at all. This should feel really hard. Don't speed through the movement. You want to make this one really slow too. So I know this is a lot different to my other classes, but we really need to do some work on our deeper muscles, hey, to avoid injury. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch, coming into our side plank. Choose the side. See, I'm still sweating like heck, even though we're not doing hard out cardio moves. So getting ready, up, hold. So remember, you can come up and you can hold. That's fine. You can be down here holding, making sure that you're pushing through your shoulder. You can come down, bend your bottom knee for the extra support. Okay, so choose wherever you are is right for your body right now, as long as it feels a little bit challenging. We're going to swap sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swapping sides. Hope you guys have a soft surface underneath. So coming up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Up. So we are going to repeat this set of moves another time. So remember, stacking your hips on top of your hips. So everything is in line. You are holding, you are extending out of your shoulder socket. Okay, protecting your shoulder joint, squeezing your obliques to help keep you up, squeezing your glute medius and your butt to help keep your hips up, okay? Good. Few seconds. Switch. So we're coming back into frogs. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Frogs, guys. 1 minute here. Get your legs comfortable. I'm feeling very awkward today. Oh, like my body's not really listening. Good. Make sure you have your elbows right inside your knees. Think like a teapot. If you want, you can sing the song. I'm not going to. You know what would be cool? Is if I should set a challenge, like post a video of yourself doing frogs and singing I'm a little teacup, yeah. Short and stout? No, teapot. Oh my gosh, my brain. It's not even early. Good, up and down. In fact, if you guys record yourselves doing frogs and singing I'm a little teapot, I will give you I'll give the first person to do so a free 30-minute online session. How's that? Up, good, rest. Into your leg hurdles. I'm not going to do it with the toilet paper because I haven't got the strength yet. So up, down, just find a point on the floor to lift over. Quite interesting, eh? How much easier it is for me to move my right as opposed to my left, which was the one that I still have the stress fracture on. So I just noticed I was pushing through the ground quite a lot. Keeping it going. I know you can hear that count, but I actually had a split, so we're going to keep going with this move. Got another 30 seconds. So it's a different kind of hard, this one, isn't it? Like, I'm not dying, but I'm sweating. My heart rate's still up. We're just not in that high intensity zone for now. We're going to finish with a round of mountain climber Tabata. Almost there, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Getting ready for our glute kickbacks. Picking a side, starting on it. 3, 2, 1. There really is no variation for this move because I'm not going to say it's easy, but unless you're arching, you can't really go wrong. If you're finding it really hard, you can take out the squeeze, but I'd say you guys will be fine. So we're going to swap sides soon. That's our 10-second mark. Squeeze that glute. One more. Good. Swapping sides. 3, 2, 1. Remember to engage your abdominal muscles, okay? Think like cat-cow, where you are pushing and rounding your back. Same movement, okay? So squeeze, squeeze. Come on. We're almost there. Even though this is only 30 minutes, we're pretty much moving the whole time. So we should still get a massive calorie burn and a definite adaptation of our muscles. All right, so we're going into our leg abductions. Taking a side, have your feet forwards a little bit, get comfortable, make sure your hips are stacked, toes to the ground. So we've got an internal rotation of our at our hip joint. Okay, this is going to help to target this muscle. So we don't want to come up too high, just as high as you need to go to get this muscle working. So we're going 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. One more, come on. Swapping sides. Getting comfortable. Toes to the floor. Squeezing your belly into your spine. Lifting up. Making sure your hips are stacked. When I say your hips are stacked, I mean you're not leaning forwards and you're not leaning back, okay? So we're here thinking about squeezing this muscle. 10 seconds. Moving into push-ups after this. One second. Good. Getting ready for your push-ups. So choose your variation. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice and slow. 4 seconds down. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. Come on, team. We've got 1 minute here. Push. Keep everything tight. That includes your butt cheeks. Push. I'm going to go down to my knees. Push. Still hard. So by having a slower lowering down, we're having putting our muscles under tension for longer. It's called time under tension. That's why I always get you guys to do your ab work slow. Push. Good. Going into our dead bugs. We're almost done. 2 more moves. Then we finish off with the Tabata round, mountain climbers. So before we start, see I just did it. Roll your pelvis in, one leg at a time, squeezing these muscles. Arms up in the air. Slow. Control. Don't let your back come up at all. Okay? You guys can hear how hard this move is for me. When you're doing it right, you know you're doing it right, because it is hard. It's good having that feedback from the floor to tell when your spine is lifting off. That is going to be your signal to regress it back. Okay? So your regressions, remember, are arms with your heel taps. Okay? Or no arms with your heel taps. Whew, heel taps. Even this one's hard. Keep it going, team. We've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1 more. On, up. Good. We are going into our side plank, final move, before we head into our Tabata. 1 second. Up. Hold. push out, extend, push through your forearm into the ground, extend out of your shoulder socket. Hold. Squeeze here, squeeze here. Arms on your hips, don't roll forward, open up your shoulders, don't lean back either. Nice straight line. Keep holding, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch. We've got 10 seconds, final move. Then we're heading into mountain climbers. 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Here we go, getting ready. Up. Good, squeeze everything. Come out of your shoulder joint, protect your shoulder. I always say that because I injured my AC joint and it's still bugging me. It was from doing a side plank because I didn't extend out of it. And my mat is slipping out. Lift up your hips higher. Squeeze your obliques. Come on, team. 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting ready for our mountain climbers. We've only got 30 seconds. Ha ha ha. Final Tabata blast. This is what makes it a Tabata sandwich. Okay, we've got our strength moves sandwiched in between 2 high intensity Tabata rounds. We're going in 10 seconds. I know you guys love mountain climbers. 6, 5, down on the ground. 3, 2, 1. Run it out. 20 seconds. Come on. We only have 7 more rounds out of this after this. So go as hard as you can for the 20 seconds. We're at 10. Come on, keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, only 7 more of those to go and we're done. Whoop, whoop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Here we go. Might not be able to talk in these last few rounds. 10 seconds, sorry. 3, 2, 1. Holy moly, after doing all that cool work. Oh, with the dead bugs, I can really feel it in my mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Third round. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I stopped a little bit early. So we got, oh my gosh, only a few more to go. Can't work it out. 3, 2, 1. Go. So I'm finding my shoulders are burning after those push-ups. I'm tired. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We have 4 more. 4 more to go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, team. We got this. 4 more. Make sure you're protecting your lower back, especially when we get tired. I'll take 5 if you need. 10 seconds. All right, back into it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 3 more, team. Come on. We got this. You can see how much I'm dying. 4, 3, 2, 1. But we're dying together. That's the most important thing. Hey, 20 seconds. Come on. After this, only 2 more. Keep that in mind. Make it get you through. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Getting ready. Final 2 rounds of mountain climbers. I'm glad I didn't do it outside of training. 3, 2, 1. Go. Only 20 seconds. Hold in there. 10 seconds. Take 5 if you need. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Team, Final set. Mountain climbers. 20 seconds. And then we're done. Go. Stay in there the whole 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I didn't know whether to say stop or rest. Oh my gosh. That was really hard. How are you going, team? Wow. That was really fun. Changing that up. Let's get our breaths. I am sweating like anything. It's good. Time to check in if your fingers are working. So even though that wasn't full 30 minutes a hit, did anybody else feel like they were still working really hard? It's got to be balanced. All right, I'm going to grab my mat back and take you through a cool down. Hope you guys are still with me. Hope you guys challenged yourself but still listened to your body. All right, I'm not there with you. I can't help correct your form when I see you're getting tired, so you need to check in with your bodies. Be your own coach for a little bit. Just saw a comment. I'm dead, holy cow. Yeah, me too. Okay, so let's start on our backs, hey? Because you know what? I'm tired. All right, so let's do an extra roll down. So just slowly rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Gonna come into a hamstring stretch. Keep one leg bent, lift your other leg up. Find that point where you need to bend your knee to get the strength, stretch down in here, wherever that is for you. Make sure your bum is on the ground, you're not lifting it up, it's down. Sorry for the sniffing. Okay, now I feel good. If your leg is shaking, that's fine. Like mine is. Holding here. Foot's twitching. All right, crossing down our ankle onto our knee, lifting up if you need. If you don't, lifting here. Thinking about pushing your knee away from your body. If this is not enough, keep that same action. Wrap your hands through your legs and pull in. Good, we're going to slowly release. Putting our feet down. And swap sides, lifting up for a hamstring stretch. Lean in, finding your stretch. Some of you might be up here, that is fine. Some of you might be all the way, down towards your chest. That's fine too. As I say, with everything, there is no ego. That's not the point of this. The point is to check in with your own body and do what's good for you. Stop comparing ourselves to other people. I find it hard to find the stretch today. There it is. So funny how it changes each day. Good, putting our ankle down onto our opposite knee. Lifting up if you need, staying on the floor if you need to. Pushing away. Hold in here. Good. Slowly releasing. Now if you guys need to go, that's totally fine. I know this has gone well over 30 minutes. The workout was only 30 minutes though, okay? So I want you to extend your legs all the way out. I want you to create an arch in your back, and I want you to bring your arms up overhead. Stretching. Close your eyes if you want to. Good. We're going to come up. Now if you guys want an extra challenge, you can roll up without bending your legs. Come up into sitting. We're going to do a seated forward fold. So with this one, make sure like you literally pull your butt cheeks, your butt fat out of the way. So you're actually sitting on your sit bones, okay? Nice and tall. You're going to breathe in, raising your arms up over here, head, and you're going to reach forward. But I don't want you to like try and bend and roll forwards. I want you to focus the movement coming on your lower back without rounding your upper back, okay? So you should feel it all up the backs of your legs. Pull your feet in, toes in towards your head. This is hitting my calves. If I let my toes down, I can bend forward and I get more of a stretch in my hamstrings. Yes, you can.
Thanks.
That's my son. After this, we'll be hitting some homeschooling.
Not even not.
Alright, good. Slowly coming up. So we're going to move into some cat cows.
What's cat cows?
So we're going to place our wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We are going to drop down, breathe in, breathe out, push up. Rotate your pelvis in towards your ribs, okay? Pushing up through your shoulders. Breathe in and out. Trying to round your back as much as possible. Let your head drop. In. Out. Can you turn that down, please, Eli, or move away? Or put your headphones on.
Where are they?
In. I don't know where you had them left. Out. Breathe out. The joys of lockdown. Good, one more. In, but hold here and just give your lower back or your bottom a little wiggle. This can help with any lower back pain, just creating some gentle movement right in your lower back. Good. We're going to come down into a child's pose. I think we'll finish on this one. So relaxing down, putting your bum to your heels, reaching forwards with your fingertips and trying to open up your shoulder blades and getting your chest down to the ground and resting your forehead on the ground. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling really amazing. I really enjoyed that. Alright, coming up. Okay guys, check in with me. Wow, sweet. Check in with me in the comments. Let me know what you thought, particularly of the new format. What was your favorite move? What was your hardest? Did you have any questions? Let me know of any questions so that on Saturday I can answer it in the 5 minutes before leading up to circuit. All right, so take care team, have a great day. If you have children, have fun with the learning, and yeah, just be compassionate to yourself, be kind, be safe. See you guys.